This is the continuation of the book Throw Your Tooth on the Roof by Beeler and Karas. In North Africa and the Middle East, in Egypt, I wrap my tooth in some cotton or a tissue and take it outside. I say, shining sun, take this buffalo's tooth and bring me a bride's tooth. Then I throw the tooth high up at the eye of the sun. In Libya, I throw my tooth at the sun and say, bring me a new tooth. My father tells me that I have a bright smile because my teeth come from the sun. In Morocco, I put my tooth under my pillow when I go to bed. The next morning, I must rise with the sun and throw my tooth toward the sun while I say, I give you a donkey's tooth and ask you to replace it with a gazelle's tooth. Otherwise, I might get donkey teeth. In Mauritania, my parents tell me to wrap my tooth in a small piece of cloth and throw it as hard as I can onto the roof of my house. If I get up very early the next morning, I will find a rooster on the roof, and I can keep him. If I don't awake early enough, I won't find the rooster. In Lebanon, I throw my tooth into the sea or a field and say, oh sun, take the mouse's tooth and give me a gold tooth. In Oman, I face the sun, throw my tooth as far as I can while I say, oh mighty sun, take this tooth, play with it, and do not forget to bring it back. In Turkey, if my parent wants me to grow up to graduate from school, they might bury my tooth in the garden of the university. If they hope I will become a doctor, they bury it in the garden of a hospital, or they could bury it in a soccer field so I will be a good soccer player. Europe. In Greece, I throw my tooth on the roof for good luck and make a wish so that my teeth will grow in strong and healthy. In Denmark, I put my tooth under my pillow at night and wait for the tooth fairy called Tandfin to take my tooth and leave me some money. In England, when I go to sleep, I put my tooth under my pillow and wait for the tooth fairy to come. In France, I put my tooth under my pillow. A mouse, la petite souris, will come to take it and leave a gift for me. In Germany, I don't do anything special with my tooth. In Sweden, I put my tooth in a glass of water. In the morning, my tooth will be gone, and a coin will be in the glass. In Spain, I tuck my tooth under my pillow. While I am asleep, the little mouse called Ratoncito Perez will take my tooth and leave me money or candy in return. Eastern Europe and North and Central Asia. In Georgia, I throw my tooth high up on the roof of my house and I say, mouse, mouse, take away my spoiled tooth and send me back a strong, healthy one. In Kazakhstan, I drop my tooth under the bathtub and say, mouse, mouse, bring me a new tooth, please. We don't have any mice in our apartment, but I do it anyway. In Kyrgyzstan, I roll my tooth in bread and give it to an animal, preferably to a mouse because they have healthy, sharp, white teeth that grow quickly. If I feed it to a dog, I might get ugly, yellow dog teeth. In Moldova, I throw my tooth on the roof of the house and say, crow, crow, coming from the mill. I am giving you a milk tooth. Now you give me a bone one. In Russia, my mother said to put my tooth in a mouse hole in the ground. In Tajikistan, I sow my teeth in the fields, and they grow up to be warriors. In Lithuania, I keep my tooth as a keepsake.